sure. Yeah, you are just already holding this there. I guess we want to hit all the regular old traps before it shows up. One thing I'll say is reading the strategy guide, using speed up to make it far more palatable, and grinding against level 99 red chocobos. I still feel bad I didn't show that on camera, but you guys can go see other YouTube videos of how I got it. But ribbon makes this game a hell of a lot easier. There are several Final Fantasy games where ribbon makes a big difference, but this is definitely one of those games. A lot of regular enemies and lots of bosses have, even just their regular attacks have, like, you know, opportunity, like 10% chance to inflict whatever. Like, no boss, no self-respecting boss after like Act 1 of the story in this game doesn't do some kind of spell where it I'm trying to get her to siphon because I'm noticing how low her magic is. But oh, I thought Ash had one-hitted the monster. It just wasn't actually there yet. Nah, she never got it off. Maybe I'll just have her siphon off of Ash instead. It missed? You've got like super high magic stat, girl. Is she immune to it somehow? She shouldn't be. As far as I know, she shouldn't be. She's just not getting any... Oh, are they undead or something? Because it looked like she lost MP. And she's still losing MP. Well, I don't want her doing it on these bone guys. Well, this has just turned into a real nuisance. I guess try it on Fran. Siphon is drain MP. I was doing something wrong because it finally just worked there, and I don't know. Was I trying to do it on like, I don't think she'd be allowed to drain MP from, like, the boys while they're not in the party. You can... I like the fact that the game lets you heal them and revive them and stuff, even though they're not actively in the party. The game would be really difficult, and some of the boss fights would be really difficult if you couldn't do that. But then again, they probably designed the difficulties so that... They designed the difficulty of some of these battles around the fact that it's going to take you cycling in all your party members to possibly win. Okay, let's try going to Abyssal. And we'll start the deal over again. Now I'm just thinking, like, by the time I actually get to the boss, I'll have a full video of looking for the boss. I guess we'll at least see, hey, does this fight look like it's going to go, like, Behemoth King levels of time, where it was, like, if it's looking like it's going to take a long time to beat the boss, then we obviously call it a video. Reverse is kind of a weird status ailment, but it wears off pretty quickly, particularly when you got speed set. Some of the ultimate boss strategy... Oh, here we go. There's Ixion. Some of the ultimate boss strategies do involve using reverse. That means any damage that's dealt to you heals you, and anything that would normally heal you does damage. So there are, and they're often considered cheap. And reverse lasts for an extremely short amount of time, and is pretty costly in MP for you to cast on yourself, but there are definitely boss strategies that involve using decoy and reverse together to make enemies just constantly heal a tank of some kind. Alright, so... Oh, Ixion is apparently not really here. So Ixion's got all the stuff. So first off, let's dispel. And I'm not going to bother with the Neapolitan trick unless we start getting into some real trouble. Yeah, because it's already taking appreciable damage. It's just not going to be one of those fights that takes 8 hours to figure out what's going on. Doesn't tell us this enemy is immune to lightning, but I would imagine it is. I mean, just look at it. It's all electrified. Ribbon would appear to be the accessory to use. It's a big fan of Rush. It's going for Sleepga. Oh. I just completely forgot about the concept of stealing from this boss. Oops. What I will do is, so that you're not killing it while they're trying to steal from it, I'll... Oh, you don't have any of these. Damn. That would be a useful thing she could do instead of... Oh, we got Shades of Black now. It'd be fun to play with. Well, whatever. We stole from it. We got a Grimery of some kind. We can get back to work here. Ash going on a freak, like a super freak out there. Wow, it does do some damage though. And Firga, which takes away our MP, that one does kind of suck, but it's just about done. Wow. Well, right at the end, it started taking things kind of seriously. With Firga and all. What the hell, let's do a quickening chain on it. Oh, never mind, it's not available as a target right now. Yeah, Fear Guy really messed us up because it stopped us from being able to heal everybody the normal way, but... Yeah, it can't be this crappy against later super bosses or we'll get in trouble. Just let me get this off while they're all still alive and this will finish it.
I must endure.
She must endure, guys. So this video is going to go long, but we will finish off this boss outright. After having spent most of the video searching for it.
No holding back.
There's no holding her back. She's not driven by fear. She's just driven... Oh, that's the Chris Benoit theme song. I probably shouldn't really be singing that. That really was the official ring entrance theme of Chris Benoit, WWE pro wrestler, whose career ended in disgrace when he, murdered his own family and committed suicide. Hence, making his once laughably silly, whiny anger rock, white guy angry rock theme song a darker reference than it would have been before. I'm not that worried about it. Fear Guy is what threw us off because suddenly all of our MPs went to shit. And I'm using a ribbon. And there are accessories you can use that make it so that you don't use... oh. Oops. I lost the button. I had my finger on the wrong button for charge reset. Oh, okay. Torrent. Good. I thought I was going to go for the thunder-based one. That would be bad. It's not impossible you accidentally heal enemies with that kind of thing. Oh, it's still not dead, huh? Alright, fine. Let's... I don't feel like waiting for a full party wipe to make it easy to bring in the boys, so let's... Like, I don't have plenty of X potions to play with here. I'll just have to go change everyone's stuff back in a minute. I'll have to go stock up soon. Well, I got 60-something X potions. I'm sure that you can... I don't remember exactly where you buy them, but I'm sure you can. Thank you. Just waiting for one last hit to end this thing. Ixion vanquished. So I was talking about how comically easy that battle was supposed to be, but I guess it really would have been a good idea to equip some anti-lightning stuff, or possible to use the Neapolitan trick to put some status ailments on it. Either way, now I gotta go get... Well, honestly, maybe I want to stick with, because that's kind of a low-end curing that she has available. Maybe I want to stick with, I mean, you definitely need to go back to using better, because you have a rise, which is what we definitely want, and, I think I'll stick with Kuraja and let Kuraja be something I do manually if the whole party's in trouble. Anyway. Alright, this video's already gone long, but once this video's over, I actually gotta take a walk to a little grocery shop, get a little lunch, So I might as well just end this video by heading back to Rabanastre and finding out if, you know, 'cause it's not like I'm jumping right into another video. That's what I'm getting at. So we'll just head over to Rabanastre. We'll find out whether we have unlocked any new hunt missions, because if we didn't, I'm kind of not sure why not. This will mean we've cleared all available hunt missions, but we haven't cleared all of the hunts. And the last of the hunt missions unlocks... Well, the very last hunt mission has to unlock after you defeated almost all the other hunt missions, but the last hunt mission that would be like a precursor to that one, as far as you must progress this far in the plot to get this hunt mission to pop, they're all associated with Sky Fortress Bahamut, which is a destiny. Like, the end game location is now available to us. At any point, I can decide, you know what, I'm not doing any more of the optional side content. I'm just going to win the game, at which point we go and we win the game. So it should be that either we get some other, like, random hunt that, for whatever reason, didn't unlock yet, and then after it, we unlock Yazamat, or we should be unlocking Yazamat right now. Right now, let's unlock Yazamat. Right now, fuck yeah, let's unlock Yazamat. Dual shock for battery level is low. It's just about time to call it a video. There's a hunt, Kupo. Oh, was I supposed to go? I always forget. Am I supposed to talk to the white-capped wench or not? Fell dreams trouble my sleep. Yeah, fuck. I was supposed to go talk to her. Ah, crap. This video is going... I don't think this video is now gone so long that I should split it after the fact, but... Because the first half would be, like... Even by my humble standards, a pretty crap video if it's just, looking for Ixion, running around in circles in that fucking dungeon looking for Ixion. But no, I was in fact... Welcome to the Moogerling, Kupo. To experience... The sensation you're experiencing is the Moogerling. It's the Giza Planescape that has the orange crystal, right? Yeah. Okay, but yeah, I was supposed to go to Balfenheim, Bargle Port first, so... We'll go to Wargarble Court, and, sorry. When I was in college, the college television station was basically a showcase for people in the communications department to put together their own TV shows. And the web, like, they would have different web pages, and on the college's website, this is back in the day, where a lot of people, you know, you didn't even necessarily have HTML, like, you'd have a lot of text-based web pages, and you know, people were really proud of a well-designed web page. This is, you know, before we had, like, some of the, like, Foursquare advertising on all these podcasts. Like, it took a little work and somebody who knew what they were doing to get you a nice web page. But there was a, you know, a very humble-looking web page for the comedy show that actually was producing televised content. And then there was this really nice-looking web page for the soap opera, whose whole thing was that it was, like, it had its big deal was that it had gay characters and racial representation and blah blah blah. And it was, I don't remember, it was like something or other court, like Andalusian court or something. Except I'm thinking Andalusian dog. I might have been Andalusia court, but I just remember it had this really fancy web page, and there was this air of haughtiness amongst everyone who worked on the show. But they never made any fucking. They made like 2 episodes during the entire 4 years that the people associated with the show were there. They never did anything. They just had a really nice webpage talking about how diverse their show was. So it's this bizarre memory of mine. I apologize. I learned of another who suffered from Ixion's curse. He was so grateful to be free of it, he gave me his treasured family sword. Fine though it be, I have no use for the sword. I completely misread I didn't even read the first line. Oh, Ragnarok. And sapping bolts. I used to dread the fall of night, but no more. It's safe to dream again. We won't get fooled again. So Ragnarok, which I could have made our Red Battle Mage able to use Ragnarok, but I didn't. The only one who can probably use it now is Ash, and for her it would be a step down because I've got Tournesol. I mean, just for the hell, we could see what it looks like. I remember Ragnarok being kind of a big deal, and it felt like a big deal in Final Fantasy VI. But then again, Final Fantasy VI had stuff like Atma Weapon, and I don't know if Ragnarok might have only popped up as something I would actually use because, like, I used to try to combine the X-Fight command with the dual wield accessories to give you like 8 different physical attacks. So, like, you're not quite ultimate, but still pretty good one-handed sword would get used. But I don't remember if that was Ragnarok or not. Oh yeah, I do remember seeing what this looked like because I was reading about it on the wiki, trying to decide if it was worth giving up whatever spells I guess Balthier got because we gave him Zodiac, didn't we? I don't even remember now. Who cares? All right. This video may now be long enough that it's worth splitting into. I'd kind of intended to give this afternoon, even though I need more Red Dead Redemption 2 in the can than this, I intended to give this the afternoon to this game so that I could I had this notion, it's Sunday, it's like I had this notion I could finish the super bosses in one big play session and have nothing left to do with this game but to finish the main story. But Ixion has kind of possibly thrown off my plans because I really do now feel like, oh crap, this isn't where I meant to go. But whatever, I'm still obviously can get to the guild hall from here. Yeah, this is turned into two short-ish videos worth of content Ixion has. One of which, if you were to edit together highlights from both videos, consists entirely of me speculating as to whether or not I will split the video after the fact. I think we've got 25 minutes worth of me wondering out aloud whether or not I'll split the video. Sure. I mean, that's what YouTube is all about. That level of content. There's a hunt, Kupo. Kupopo, I'm sorry, but I don't have any hunts to tell you about at the moment, Kupo. Okay. Now listen, do not cease your climb. Well, I think I'm going to have to cease my climb because he's not telling me about any new hunts, Kupo. But this is one of the things about this game that was like so massively frustrating. This is truly one of the first games to really try to force people to go out and pay extra money for some kind of Brady Games guide, because you would hit this point. Now think about this, folks. We've hit the end of the main story. You wouldn't necessarily know this. You could think, "Oh, I'll go to the airship Bahamut and fight some boss fights, and then we'll have somewhere else to go." Like, you wouldn't necessarily know that the game was about to end, but the game is about to end, and actually, you know, the final boss battle declares itself to be a final. You know, it's the final boss battle when shit goes down with the final boss. But you could go into the last sequence of dungeons not knowing it was quite building up to that, conceivably. And if you were to do so, or even if you knew it was the end and you were going there, right now we've done lots and lots and lots of hunt missions, and the guy who gives you hunt missions says, "I have no more hunt missions to give you." Like, it would be an underwhelming way to end the hunt side quest, but you could totally think that the hunt side quest was done, and that there was nothing else. Like, it just annoys me. Like, I don't feel like the earlier Final Fantasy hidden super bosses were quite so well hidden. If you know what I mean. It was kind of a thing where, like, if you knew that the weapons were flying around on the map of Final Fantasy VII, and the story wasn't telling you had to fight them, and they were more difficult and dangerous than the main plot stuff, so maybe you'd never defeat them. I I guess Final Fantasy VIII kind of hides Ultimate Omega Weapon a bit. But yeah, it's like Final Fantasy X, it tells you that there's these frickin' super monsters. You don't have to beat them. They're tougher to beat than the main game, so you can just ignore them if you want to and continue. This game, it's like, oh, they're super bosses, but like you need to do 800 things that the game doesn't explain to unlock them. Good luck finding them. It's kind of... Thank you, modern game guide games. Alright, anyway, I'm just kvetching now. So off screen, I'm going to try to read up on what I have not done to unlock the final super bosses. And next time, we'll probably be doing whatever that is. Unless it's something trivial enough that I can just do it off screen. Catch you guys next time.